And now shock and disbelief engulfed Kiplombe village in Uasin Gishu County after the wife of former District Commissioner Paul Yatich was found murdered inside her house. Police also suspect that the deceased could have been raped by her attackers. The latest killing is coming at a time the country is grappling with high numbers of women whose lives have been cut short in the most brutal way. Our reporter Elvis Kosgei is still working on that report. We're going to bring it to you once it's ready. But let me now cross over to yet another crime-related report where pathologists report on Calbo Espino, who died in police cells, shows he could have died as a result of brutality. The report by 4 pathologists, led by Government Chief Pathologist Johansen Udwor, shows that Espino died from multiple injuries. Tobias Chanji tells us the twists and turns in this case.
Calbo Espino died on 18th last month while at Changamwe police station after being arrested at a drinking den in Mikindani area. His death remained mysterious after police denied claims of beating the youngster despite contrary reports from witnesses. But after a 4-hour autopsy exercise Tuesday, 4 pathologists came to one conclusion: that the late Espino died after sustaining multiple injuries.
Wakaja wakamtoa ndani ya seli, wakamweka hapo kwa kaunta hapo hivyo. Hapo ndio walimpiga sana, walimpiga zaidi, yani marungu, mateke, na hapo alikuwa amevua longi.
What we found and what we have concluded as the cause of death is multiple injuries. The injuries that we found were mainly on the skin, on the head, bleeding within the brain and its covering, injury on the spinal cord, the upper spinal cord, and the bone that surrounds that spinal cord in its upper part, bleeding in the muscles of the back and the buttocks, and also fracture of one of the ribs on the left side of the chest with bleeding into the lungs on both sides, and a tear within one of the lobes of the lung.
But the findings are not final. Samples will be taken to Nairobi for further analysis. But in the meantime, they want investigators to probe the matter further.
And right now we just give the opportunity to the investigating officers and the power to do their investigation, find out the truth. Yeah, thank you.
Family members and human rights organizations insist that justice must be done. They remain skeptical that the police will not be a neutral arbiter in the case.
If there's any foul play, we'll seek legal redress against the officers who allegedly commit this heinous crime.
Serikali ama ulimwengu iweze kusaidia ama iweze kuangalia kiini ambaye serikali atachukua mtu kumshika mara ambaye amekaa na kwenda kumpiga kufia ndani ya polisi. Na wakiulizwa wanasema ule mtu alikuwa mlevi. Sasa mtu je, mlevi atashikwa njiani na apelekwa katika polisi akiwa mzima na hafe huko?
Tobias Chanji, KTN News, Mombasa County.
Let's revisit our earlier story where shock and disbelief engulfed Kiplombe village in Uasin Gishu County after the wife of former District Commissioner Paul Yatich was found murdered inside her house. Police also suspect that the deceased could have been raped by her attackers. Now, the latest killing is coming at a time the country is grappling with high numbers of women whose lives have been cut short in the most brutal way. Elvis Kosgei is up next with that report.
Somber mood descended on this Kiplombe village after the body of Loise Yatich was discovered by relatives and neighbors locked inside her house. The deceased worked as a curriculum development officer with the Teacher Service Commission in Uasin Gishu County before she met her death. Joy's throat was slit and her car stolen by her killers.
To force, the doors were locked. You could never know ya kwamba hata kuna mtu ndani. So, and then from there, we just discovered the worst, that she had just been brutally butchered. We had never seen such a wicked act. So it was just terrible. The body was lying on the floor with multiple cuts
The former administrator, Paul Yatich, says he suspected things were not right when his calls went unanswered several times since Saturday.
Last time nafikiri tuliongea na mama could have been, I don't know, pengine just last week katikati hapo.
Loise Barsabet ni rafiki yangu. Tulikuwa na yeye mwisho Saturday, tulivuna mahindi hapo mbele. Kuna stake mbili ziko hapo, tulivuna na yeye, tukabeba hiyo mahindi. By saa 11:30 tuliwachana na yeye, mimi nikaenda nyumbani. Lakini nimepata mshtuko. Yani amekufa. Kuanzia Sunday nilipiga simu yake, hapatikani.
She is believed to have been killed barely a kilometer from where a newspaper vendor, Geoffrey Machese, was brutally murdered and his body kept inside a sack 2 weeks ago.
Ama amewawa kwa njia mbaya sana. Hata kama mtu amekukosea uwezi kumuua hivyo. Mtu saidie serikali yetu.
Kijiji hiki kuna vituko kama hivi. Nasikia hata kuna jirani mmoja amewawa hivi karibuni hapa juzi.
It's a big blow on my part. You know, it's going to be loneliness for me. It's going to be terrible. And my children are, right now, some of them wameshtuka. But we just thank God that, you know, God brings healing.
Eldoret West CPD Zakaria Bitok said the TSU officer who lived alone might have been killed on Saturday.
We are suspecting that the murder could have taken place sometimes probably on Saturday. And we are suspecting also there must have been rape on this dead body.
Detectives are also looking for a farm worker who disappeared from the home after the incident. Elvis Kosgei, KTN News, Uasin Gishu County.